Where'd you go? You were just here.
You'll never find me.
Okay, well, I'm going to Gridania. Forget if I don't do it right now.
I can't even find me right now. So well hidden am I.
Where do I get it from?
Head to Apkalu Falls.
The Apkalu Falls, I see.
Shiny.
It's dangerous that they're giving us a Fantasia.
They're doing it because 7.1 changed some more graphics relating to characters.
Right. I'm just saying it's dangerous because I'm always tempted to change things, but I like North Oda a lot. And I've got to remind myself that, like, I like North Oda a lot. Don't get flighty and change things on a whim.
Yes, unfortunately, Fantasia addiction is a very real thing.
Is there Fantasia Anonymous or something? Alright, where should I meet you?
Yeah, it's anonymous because every time they show up, it's a new person.
Are we doing this an uncertain future. To the last vigil.
You'll never find me. Shit.
Found you. Wait, no! No! How could you do this?
Very easily. I have a question for you.
What's that?
Would you like a drink?
Yes. Give me a.
There you go, here's water.
Amaretto sour.
You're getting water.
But I want an amaretto sour now.
It's water.
I'm thirsty. Even if I sit down, I can't get low enough for you to feed me water.
Incredibly cursed statement you just said.
Yep. Feed me water, bitch.
No! Just let him fucking die?
My neighbor is fucking blazing! I hate it. Comes in through my fucking window because the weather sealing's not perfect. Oh, that's the worst. Like, I don't judge people who want to do that. That's your prerogative. I can't stand the smell, so I don't really want it happening around.
Exactly. If weed smelled better, holy shit, it'd be so much more.
Into the house with the place. Oh, just do me a favor. Give me a shout when we're about half an hour in.
Okay.
If you can, if you're able to do that. If you're not, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I've got to order my lunch, and I'm going to try and order it for when we're between episodes.
Okay. Hello, my wife.
What she got to say?
Oh, I have to hug her first.
Hello, white-haired child.
The search for our missing friends continues. Should I learn something, I'll be sure to let you know. Ooh, my voice is sharp.
Oh.
I suppose that's what happens when I do 3 episodes by myself yesterday.
Oof.
But on the bright
Mistakes
side,
were made.
Gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker. Hello.
Bug Boy.
Ooh, I'm gonna get some hot chocolate.
Urchin Loaf.
Oh, it's the urchin. I'm like, this is the bread for poor children. Anyways. A fortuitous timing as always, you two. Tataru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. Well, she just briefed me, so...
Yeah.
If you would be so kind, then.
Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You'll remember how Flamen helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa Lominsa, only to then disappear? Well, according to Riol, she crept aboard a ship bound for Radzadhan, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Yida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places. Riol thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade.
Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers.
Oh my goodness. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't now have a clue where they went.
I see. And what of Tancred and... Thancred? I want to say Tancred, but it's Thancred. And Minfilia.
I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two. But it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is, we've enlisted the services of a Charlayan scholar, one of the students of Baldessian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now.
One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar. Time permits. Surprise, it's Graha.
Dude, he's stuck in the tower.
I know.
We're never seeing that cat again.
Well, we will, but we won't. I know. I don't love that I've had that spoiled for me, but I didn't. It was an accident.
We need to keep the joke going.
True. But first we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, you two, I suggest you proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterward. Agreed?
In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know.
That important, huh?
She's a very valued member of the Forgotten Night now.
Okay. I like how we started this expansion. Whoa. Beer to kiss the mad.
Beer to kiss.
Interesting. We started this expansion like, oh, we gotta have cold weather gear on, and like the two classes we've been using have been like business casual, like. It's good.
Where's Haruka? Give me my daughter.
There we go.
Also, hey, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh no!
You only shoot yourself half of the fight now.
Deeply sad.
Such a stupid change. I don't like it. Oh, you want to see like gear that is not meant for here. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm going to die of hypothermia.
I've got my vest.
Oh my goodness. That is the croppiest crop top ever cropped.
I mean, this is what I was using for Samurai for a while.
Still,
Samurai, I think I've definitely hit upon the energy I want with Samurai now, though. It's Google.
Okay.
Alright. Saint Valeriant's forum? I didn't pay for the... Hello, Temple Knight Guard.
Hold on, come read what Alphino has to say.
Oh, I clicked on him already.
Ah. The good invariably triumphs over evil in fairy tales, yet they are conspicuously reticent about what follows.
Reticent.
Reticent?
Yeah.
Damn it, Alphino, pronounce it correctly next time.
Did you call him Alpha No?
Yeah. Hello, it's matters within this.
It's voiced.
Oh god.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
No more white smoke.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon,
We're a problem.
one's options are rather limited. Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
What, killing him?
Oh, so
They
we're all
suspect
just
a coup.
buddy-buddy with the
It will not
dragons
be long
now.
before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some
Well, yeah,
have even
that's
been
the
assaulted
problem.
in the broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order, but such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
Vidofnir.
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead.
But since
Will
she
you do us this
fucking
favor?
died.
And it was a very sad moment.
Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Man, I love the design of the dragons in this game. So fucked up.
Yeah, very spiky and scrunkly.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you, like, I've been going around the churning mists a lot and skiing. I don't know, dragon architecture? The best way to describe it? Weird stone that's, like, melted and pulled between other stone, almost like spider webs. Really fucked up, really alien. It's so fucking cool. Alright, Lucia?
Alright. Lucia.
I know little of the lands these dragons call home, this annexed shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect.
I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Garland Othota and I must needs inform our comrade of our plan.
Very well. I shall see to my preparations.
And then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, you two.
My wife? No.
Taratu. Yeet. Well, look, it's the Durgu.
Oh my god!
What?
Nothing. So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears.
What was your secret meeting about? Tell me now.
Tell me in this in the public room of this very large inn. Ah, diplomatic mission to annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidolfnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Y'shtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be,
Time permitting, as I said. We shall endeavor to join Y'shtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, you two. I got distracted by the person over by the fire there.
What, huh? Huh.
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta leave. I think this inn's haunted.
Yeah. We've kept the first commander waiting long enough. Interesting.
Why? What's up with him?
It's just a very convincing likeness.
Oh wow, the correct title and everything.
Yeah.
Man, that's a very good player NPC.
Yeah. Let's go talk
Wait,
to
did you
some
say he was from
dragons.
Dynamis? Jesus Christ. Right. Cactar's opened up again.
Ah.
We can get Chris here again.
Huzzah!
You are ready then? Good. So am I. Give me the hot
Give me
chocolate.
hot chocolate.
Hot cocoa.
3 slots remaining in my inventory.
Good.
Okay. Whoops.
What the fuck, man?
Oh, it's all the fucking Gandhi and shit.
Yeah, that shit takes up some space.
And the irregular... Oh, irregular tombstones. How the
Uh-oh.
fuck do I have a regular tombstone?
The event?
Right, but I don't remember doing anything that would have...
Oh, Alexander gave tones as part of the event.
See. Okay.
Well, you could buy, like,
That's...
magic miscellany, or whatever. Some onions.
Well, either way.
Evening, boy.
The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather in the Dravanian foreland. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the sables await.
Yes, we've had one road trip. What about a second road trip?
What about the second rip? God, I think I can purge a ton of my inventory, but I don't want to get rid of anything I accidentally need.
I could help you, but I don't know many items by their icon alone.
We can look at it later.
The quest is not here. Oh,
No.
just go to Tailfeather. Okay. Nope, nope. I instinctively went to Annex Shrine. Just because that's where I teleport for the Voth.
The Vath.
Where did that come from?
What?
It's just kind of out of nowhere, really.
Look, don't worry about it.
I'm going to worry about it because I know that song.
I have music in my soul. Hello, Lucia.
I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Javanian soil would be at the head of an army. And here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies.
Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ysael to our cause, and I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable lady I sought. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul dreamt of peace.
You ask much, Master Alphino. Yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit?
Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine. If you will follow me.
Alright, you nerds have fun on foot. We've done that before. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need to get this off my favorites. I'm gonna do that right fucking now. Okay, get out of here.
Where are we
Oh,
going?
Vidofnia.
Am I above it? I think I'm above it.
I guess you are.
Whoops.
Oh. See your name through the wall. Ed
Hello,
Vidofnia.
here. I think I did most of the dragons, right?
Yes.
I thought I could eat a pretzel quicker than that. Hang on.
Because it pretzels.
Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Izael. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us for the unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend.
It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See.
Indeed. May speak, knight.
For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth, that King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Radtoskir, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the warriors of light, the Azure Dragoon, and Yazel. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could be at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Yazel once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard.
A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer.
May I ask why?
This matter concerneth my sire. He must be consulted. Moreover, the Knath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm.
Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience.
Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer with thy lifetime.
So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. Bug boy. Oh god, more cutscenes.
Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well.
To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now.
Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlian. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades.
Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved.
I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain.
Of that I have no doubt, Master Elfino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. The monkey paw curls. Well, as I said, it has been a half hour.
Okay, I'm gonna place my... I'm getting Pandera bread.
Ooh.
Okay. Should be here in about half an hour. Alright. Let us speak with the bug.
The bug.
Why is the one next to my name highlighted?
Oh, that was another change in the patch.
Okay.
Apparently,
if it's a patch thing, I'm not worried about
If
it.
the patch things, apparently you can now rearrange names in the party. I don't know why they made the one gold. It's weird.
Odd.
Very.
Oh my god! Who is that?
Here's what. Don't worry about it.
So it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfili and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Ishtola in Idleshire.
Have you ever mentioned how much I love the name Idleshire?
I mean, Idleshire is, like, probably my favorite area we've had so far.
I love the name because...
Like, the name is great.
The name is great because...
Idyllic Shire.
Not even
fucking music!
Not even that. This used to be the endgame hub for Heavensward. So
Right.
there would be a lot of players around here idling. I distinctly remember dozens of players atop this ledge, just showing off their gear. A Far
Is
Cry.
there an itinerant Moogle around?
No, not
I'll worry
here.
about it later. I'll worry about it later.
Those Moogles are only going to be in the city-states, except
Yeah,
for
that
Shard.
makes sense. That makes sense.
No one likes Ishgard.
I don't like Ishgard. I can't wait to be out of there.
Gala, Mithota, it is good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in Annex Shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well?
No, we had to kill him. As well as can be expected.
Another 1,000-year war.
She must discuss Sir Emmerich's proposal with Her's Falcon, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlian guest? Has she arrived yet?
She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way.
Off to Front Bridge, then.
Front Bridge.
What about Left Bridge?
What about Right Bridge?
Back Bridge?
We don't talk about Back Bridge.
What of White Bridge? Cutscene.
Cutscene.
Yeah! Look at that
It's
fucker.
my other wife!
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize.
You can do whatever you want.
We arrived but a moment ago ourselves.
You're adorable.
Pray, allow me to introduce Cryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss. And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
We, Miss Cryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
No, you don't get saved until 20 levels.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Cryle.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best you explain your plan to her in person.
Yeah, Cryo!
I took the time in that cutscene to send him to Lahi.
The what?
I created and sent a meme to Lahi.
I don't know. Can I open this up without it? No, it showed up on the screen. Alright, we're gonna have to fight. That's my second wife you're talking about. I can have two
Look.
wives. You can't stop me.
I'm not trying to stop you. I said I would protect Krau with my life, not that I want Krau to be my wife.
I mean... We had first wife, yes. What about second wife? The Scions have 3 short woman menaces and no one is safe.
I'm just picturing like in something happening, and like you've got Gala and Kryl and Tataru, like being something. So there's a darkness behind them. Somebody's like bothering them, and then you just see the glint on Northoda's glasses in the darkness behind them. And that's. I wish I could explain better what's the image in my head, but I think
I think I have the image.
Hello.
Hello, Kryl. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? You're looking at it, Kryl. Max potions.
Well,
And they're still useful. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya. Some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread.
watch out for the fruges.
The Fruge, the Leafman, the occasional crocodile hidden on the ceiling.
Brooms.
We get more of Grandma.
Oh. Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our Order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl!
Yeah, you ever gonna get an explanation
possess
of
the
that?
echo?
What, the Echo?
No, the Isle
Yes,
getting
of course I do.
Maybe.
Our Order is devoted to uncovering
Yeah, of
the
course they
mysteries
do.
of Heidelin and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's
Her
all
voice
well and
reminds
good,
me of how I
but you
always
still haven't
wanted
told me why you're
Minfilia's
here.
voice to be in my head when I was doing it, even though it's not.
The students of Baldessian are gone.
I'm curious
and there is
to hear
naught I can
Minfilia's
do
new
to
voice
change
actor.
that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Mushroom Grandma.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
And I guess the fact that it's an orb is just a
The
reference to
cusp of an
FF1.
awful calamity.
Ponder the orb.
Souls blessed
Ponder
with
the
the
orb.
power of the echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors,
Yonder the
Heidelin
orb.
bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
So he's not dead.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
So, back to a little bit of referencing. There's, of course, the Crystal Eye, which, now that I look upon it, I definitely think it's supposed to be a reference to Final Fantasy I, where its crystals of lights were just orbs. Master Matoya, being an FF1 reference, makes sense. Then, of course, we have Kryl. Kryl herself is a reference to, well, Kryl of Final Fantasy V.
Okay, but not... So reference, but not the same character, or is it, like, supposed to be...
Reference, but not the same character.
Okay.
More often than not, if we meet someone who is supposed to be pulled from another game, they're going to be a reference, not the same. There are exceptions, but we won't see that for quite a while. There was a crossover event where it was Lightning from Final Fantasy 13, and it was Lightning,
Huh.
just pulled from the fucking game.
Well, I mean, yeah, and, like, the Final Fantasy...
Yeah, and Noctis boy.
Noctis and what's-his-face, who's... clothing I wear and whose dog I ride around.
Oh, Clive and then Aroha.
Clive. Yeah.
So, Kryle. And finally, I don't remember much of Kryle's character because 5 is one of the few I haven't played.
Ooh. For shame.
I know, I want to get through 4 first, but 4 is difficult to parse.
I see.
However, Kryle in 5 is just a small girl, so Lalafell. And the cat ears is interesting. I know that in FF3, one of the jobs, which was like an upgrade of White Mage, if you put it on the female characters, it would give them cat ears. And
Gross.
I think they just... No, like cat ears in like the hood, kind of like what Kryle has.
Right.
And then for FF5, they just did that, like, let's just do that for all of Kryle's jobs. And then, of course, I want to say FF5 Kryle can speak to animals.
Oh.
Which, of course, is lampshaded here. We cannot speak with the good boy. Alright, bye-bye.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization.
Ordinarily, perhaps. But in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. And even Thancred had chosen... Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals.
Fear not, Kryle. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose.
This is impressive. You drew him from memory.
A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into 2 pairs. Ishtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampment, while Galanothota and the new character, so that they can talk to them, question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Lothast Vath and share our finding. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it.
My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies.
Heh, knew it.
Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you finished making your rounds.
A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I surely don't remember at all, not at all. No reason. No reason. Leave me alone.
Let me draw you like one of my Ishgardian girls. Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. A surprisingly accurate depiction of the missing Thancred, suggesting that Alphino may have mistaken his life's calling.
That's funny.
Jesus Christ, dude, the nails you got.
What?
Try to look at this dude's fucking nails.
Lopard?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Wow, that's a spiky thumbnail. What the fuck?
No. I ain't seen him around. Sorry. Oh boy. It's your turn.
Indeed. What are you, what was he Australian?
Maybe.
I think he was Australian. What's that you got there, a sketch? go if I talk fast enough, nobody can tell what kind of voice. Can't say another face. You say something of a warrior. Heard a tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a bandit snatch by himself, and with style. Where they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding bull. Sound like your man?
Sounds exactly like our man.
We get back to Thancred and he's changed jobs to dancer.
Oh god. He's finally found the job stone, he's moved up to ninja. Grimold.
Grimold.
Huron man. Oh, we're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific?
Yes. Very
Extremely.
more specific. He's also got the sharp nails.
Yeah, what the hell is going on here? Oh, I did spy this one bloke a while back. I didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. Lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see. But he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Wait, an axe?
An axe.
Unless maybe Thancred changed to Marauder?
Has he been hanging out with Hoary Boulder?
Maybe they came over here. Finished. In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out. My dog now. We just take turns riding the dog. I'm gonna edit that out. That was...
What?
Nah, never mind. You didn't hear it. That's good.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't hear it. You didn't hear it.
No, you're right. I didn't hear it. I didn't
Good.
hear it.
Yeah, we were to meet here, were we not? Yeah, it's foggy. I hope no bugs show up.
My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could.
Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, and not so receiving visitors.
Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chance to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So you have heard the same tales? Be that as it may, we may yet want for a conclusive proof.
Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself?
Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget.
Is it now?
Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament.
In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no?
Quite right, Creel. Quite right.
I'm sorry, Creel?
Cryle.
No, I'm pretty sure I heard you say Creel.
Get cried. No, never mind. I think after getting the potion and the ether, I have 1 slot left in my inventory.
Oh my god. Alright. Join us in the next episode as we do Sam's Inventory Manager 5000. Good lord.